What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Casper's Case once again. Appreciate y'all for stopping in and checking out the channel. So look, it's been a lot going on these past couple days and I haven't been recording, but I'm trying to get caught up this week. So I have a couple reviews that'll be dropping this week, and then just some sneaker updates that we've gotten, which of course I'll do 2 sneaker updates today. But I also missed like all of the All-Star Weekend stuff, and there was a ton of shoes that dropped that have not released yet. Like stuff that's coming out months down the line did drop for All-Star Weekend in San Francisco. So I'll probably double back and talk about everything that dropped eventually, probably later this week. But in this video, if you have not checked out the title yet, Sneakers has dropped, or Nike has come out with 2 different like new things that they're trying. One was for All-Star Weekend, and then the other they dropped today on the other side of the country in New York. And honestly, it's pretty interesting. I'm not sure if these are things that Sneakers is trying to implement or like test now to see how this will go, or if they're just trying to build up some marketing. It'll be interesting to see how things play out with these 2 ideas that Nike is putting out. Now, let's go ahead and jump into the first one. And so the first one, which I believe took place at the All-Star Weekend events, like this is where they tested this upcoming, it's actually hadn't even happened yet, like, but they're in the process of implementing it and testing it in the Bay Area. But it is the Sneakers Instant Got 'em, which basically just guarantees you a pair of sneakers, whatever pair of sneakers you want, it guarantees you that pair. Now, there are some different rules that go with this. So I'll go ahead and read through the 5 bullet points that they put out. But it says Sneakers Instant Got 'em, and then Sneakers Instant Got 'em is a one-time pass that allows a potential winner to select one sneaker style launching via the Sneakers app, the US version only, and is between February 20th, 2025 and March 31st, 2025. And that is the Sneakers Got 'em offer period. Potential winners will be required to provide their full name, email address, or email address, and other necessary information to be awarded Sneakers Instant Got 'em. Offer is only valid for Nike Inc. footwear that is visible in the Sneakers app US region and has a launch date during the Sneakers Instant Got 'em offer period. Sponsor cannot guarantee availability of sneakers product even if it's requested within the Sneakers Instant Got 'em offer period. A consumer must request the desired product 3 business days before the sneakers launch. Requests for in-stock product will be determined by sponsor and its sole discretion, and no returns are accepted. So those are all of the rules that they put out for this Sneakers Instant Got 'em. And let me tell you, it's a really interesting concept just to kind of see how this plays out. Now, would I love this idea to be like widespread? Of course, like this would just be a really dope idea to have, especially for certain sneakers that may be dropping that could have some hype behind them, and you're like, I really want that shoe. Let me just like try to cop it without having to go through the headache of hoping I hit on sneakers. This will be a really cool idea. Now, how they'll implement it, I'm not 100% sure, and that's why I mentioned it'll be interesting to see, like, will this be at only Nike stores in the Bay Area? Will it be at certain boutiques that are releasing shoes? I'm not really sure, but as we get into this time period, which starts in a couple days and then goes over these next couple weeks, we'll see how things play out. We'll see how they handle the releases, because I know like this Friday we have the Galaxy foamposites releasing, we have the Lucky Shorts 3s coming up. It's several shoes that are getting ready to drop over this next like month time period that could fall into this Sneakers Instant Got 'em for those that have or will get the access for this. Now, like I mentioned, it'll be interesting to see like if this ends up being spread like widespread around the country, and if it's something that we see all over in different areas. Will this be something specific to, you have to have a Nike store in your area to be able to get this Sneakers Instant Got 'em? I'm not really sure. I don't know if they'll pull stock from what's on the Sneakers app, or they'll pull stock from a local app or like local store in your area. If they'll pull like that stock and that'll be for the area, I'm not really sure. And there's a lot of different ways that Nike can go with this. But like I said, I'm just interested to see how this ends up playing out. Now, one interesting thing I did take from this is you have to request this 3 business days before the drop date. So let's say a shoe drops on Saturday, you have to request it that Wednesday before. So if you're really interested in the shoe, you just kind of have to know that that is the shoe that you're going to be using your Instant Got 'em pass for, and just be prepared. And because if you wait till the last minute, you're going to miss out, and it'll just be, you know, tough for you, because now you're going to really have to try to win them on the Sneakers app and try to go through that whole process of not being able to say I can instantly get them. But like I said, I think this is a really good idea. I'm curious to see just how this plays out. If you're in San Francisco or we're at All-Star Weekend and got access to this pass, let me know in the comments. I just want to know like what they did to give out this pass, or was it just anyone at All-Star Weekend, or how exactly they're planning on going about using this pass. And like I mentioned, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out over the period they have. Like I said, it's February 2025 to March 31st, 2025. So literally like a month and an extra week that we'll have this time period going on. And there, like I said, there's several good shoes that are dropping. So it'll be very interesting to see how people handle this one. And then if it is a success, how does this play out in the future? Like, do we start seeing like more of like you have to pay to get the Gotham pass, or how does Nike set this up to be a more widespread thing? But I'm just curious to see how things play out with this one. Now, moving on to the second piece of news that we got today, and this one was in New York City, and this is in relation to the Galaxy foamposites, which I mentioned does drop this upcoming Friday, February 21st. And Nike NYC posted this on their store today. It is an Air Foamposite 1 Galaxy trading post. Trade anything, well, almost, for a pair of Nike Galaxy foams. The wilder, the better. Just keep it legal. February 20th, 2025 at 5:30 p.m. And they currently have signups open on their, like, you have to go to the Nike NYC Instagram, and then they have a link on there that takes you to the form to be able to fill out the form. Now, like I mentioned, this is a really interesting idea as well. Like, being able to trade whatever you want within means is honestly a really cool concept. Like, if you have an older pair of shoes that you don't want, or maybe you have like a skateboard deck that you don't want, or just something unique that you have that you don't want anymore, and you're like, let me try and trade and see if I can get a pair of these foams. I think it's a really nice idea. Now, it does, in my opinion, drive up the marketing in the New York City area for this shoe, just because it gives people the opportunity to basically get a pair for free. Like, you don't have to put any additional funds down on this Galaxy foamposite. How it'll play out, I'm gonna be paying attention to it over these next couple of days when they have this like trade-in. I guess everything will happen on the 20th. So whatever gets posted on the 20th, I'll be curious to see just how things play out. But they did post the form up, and I did screenshot, so I'll post some pictures so you can see what the form looks like. But on this form, it does say you must provide an item to trade, no illegal goods, weapons, controlled substances, drugs, animals, vehicles, or food items. A select number of participants will receive a confirmation email on Thursday, February 20th, 2025 to visit an undisclosed location. You must receive a confirmation email to participate. And then if we just scroll down a little more, you do see what the form looks like. So it just asks for name, email address, your shoe size, and then it asks what you're trading in to try and get these shoes. Now, it'll be interesting to see the types of things people are going to trade in. Like, it can get crazy. As you see, they do have some stipulations and guidelines on what you can and cannot trade in. But outside of those, it will be interesting to see what people are willing to trade in. I'd assume a lot of shoes will be the main thing that's going to be wanting to be traded in for this shoe. But people will get creative. Like, and it seems like Nike wants some creativity when it comes to this idea. So it will be just, I guess, funny to see what all people come up with in the New York City area just to try and get these Galaxy foamposites. Now, overall, those are the two ideas that Nike has come out with over the past couple of days. Let me know how y'all feel about the sneakers Insta got 'em and then this Nike trading post that they're doing. I think both ideas are really cool. I think it will be nice to see Nike do more things like this in different areas around the country, and just hopefully building their marketing and just giving people more opportunities to cop pairs in a different method than just having to rely on the sneakers app or trying to go get a raffle ticket and hopefully you can hit on a raffle ticket. Just giving us more variety to try and cop these shoes. But like I mentioned, let me know how y'all feel about this one. But that is everything that I have for y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Go and subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, turn on notification bell so you can see today when I post new content. And as always, I'll catch y'all in the next video.